right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
11 yards and a Panther first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch twist. Watch.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Jones. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, Who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. First down, and they're going to throw without it. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Throwing on first down. Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He completes it to Evans. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Come on. 52. Slam. Check 3. Check 3.
61. Match box.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Love. And this is caught by Evans. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Buccaneers first down.
Mike 58 right there. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
On 1st and 10, Love looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. On 1st down, Love. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Defense wins championships, baby. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Rabbit. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. He's got Mason complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Guys, game situation. Let's go. Hey, wahoo!
On 1st down, Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 34. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first and 10, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to put
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Allen now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Letting one go deep here for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up second down.
Kill. Switch. Check three. Watch the shit.
To throw again. Love. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Check.
Off the play fake. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check. Alert!
Hey, box truck. At the 41.
What's that?
From the 41, Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Oh, design run for their wideout. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Levante David in on the tackle.
He was brought down by Levante David. No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Throwing on second down. Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Here's Allen on first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10 from the gun. They run with Michel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Love, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Love. It's caught, Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's Allen. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially they'll say it's going to go for 19. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off play action. Love. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
He's got Evans, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Sideline throw. That's caught by Moore. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Allen going to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Again, it's Michel. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on first down, Allen. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
319. Check. Watch 54. Middle. Mike 5-4.
To throw is Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Mike, 58, right there. 58's the mark. 58's the mark. Well, 58's the mark.
Back to throw. Love. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Okay, baby, I see you. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got it. Mike's 50. Looks well. Pick it up.
Operating from the gun, Love. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as the scouting report changes?
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And
this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as football.